What's up guys, Celestial here again, bringing you another character guide, this time for Red 13. And like I said in the previous videos, if you guys are unaware, the reason I'm doing these guides is because FF7 Rebirth comes to PC on the 23rd, and I'll be playing through that again myself. But this is just for all the PC players that maybe want another guide, because I've played this a lot, so might as well show off some tips and tricks. So with Red, you obviously don't have a comparison from Remake, because you didn't get to control him in Remake. He is very powerful, very fast, and has a bunch of different abilities that can pretty much just decimate a pressure bar as well as an enemy's health. So as you can see here, his bar is already full, the Vengeance bar. That's just from blocking. So you can parry as well, it also builds it from parrying. And then once you've got Vengeance mode, you can press triangle to go into a different mode, which is basically in Vengeance mode. But you get a different move that's on triangle when you're there. But what to do is, before we get into that, I'm going to show you something with this. So if you block, and then release block, and then press square, he'll do a counter spin attack. As you see, whenever you block or parry, it changes to that. You need to release R1 because otherwise he won't actually do it. He'll just stand there and nothing will happen. Then, his normal moves are just like claw moves. You can hold down square and he'll do the spin. Builds up a bunch of pressure. And his dodge is pretty quick for being like this. Once he gets into Vengeance mode though, it's a whole different story. So Vengeance mode now. He dodges like half the stage when you dodge sideways. Dodging back and forward is not as good, but dodging sideways pretty much evades everything. Siphon Fang heals him. So you see a little bit of health comes back. It's not a huge amount, but it's better than nothing. And all your attacks make these giant claw marks. So even when you're done attacking, the claw marks are still going off. So as we do this, and then we spin, he's already pressured, which is crazy. Staggered even. So then we spin, and these claw marks are still going off. Like, I'm not even there anymore and they're still going. And then for his moves, we have Sidewinder, Sentinel Stance, Stardust Ray, Crescent Claw, Chilling Roar, Supernatural Fervor, Watcher's Respite, Watcher's Spirit, Reaper's Touch, Retaliation. And that's all of his moves. A lot of them usually work in hand with Vengeance mode when you're in it or when you have the gauge full. So Sidewinder just does this, big damage. Sentinel Stance, you go into like a parry animation type thing, and then you can counterattack by pressing square after they attack you. Stardust Ray is a very, very strong move. If I fired it off while he was staggered there, it probably would have done a massive chunk of his health. But this is what it does. It's really good for big groups of enemies as well, because it just melts everybody. Massive explosion, massive AoE. And we're still in Vengeance mode, but it does slowly deplete over time. And then these other ones, Crescent Claw, slash at a foe, depletes the gauge while in Vengeance mode. So this is going to do damage because we're in Vengeance mode. So, just like that. Depletes the whole gauge, but then you can just either block or parry in order to get it back. Doesn't work if you get hit. So, as you saw there. There we go, we've got Vengeance mode up again. Chilling Roar retaliates with ice shards when hit, charges Vengeance gauge when a counterattack lands. So you can actually use this, and it just puts like ice around yourself. And then if we didn't have Vengeance mode, it would be charging the Vengeance meter up. Supernatural Fervor grants haste on the party. It can only be used while in Vengeance mode, and it costs 2 ATB. Very good move, considering if you don't have haste magnify on the party. Red is pretty much just like a support character for this. So Supernatural Fervor, cast that, we've got haste on now. Gonna build a bunch more ATB. It also seems like his haste might last a little bit longer than magnified haste, because magnified haste, it goes down way quicker. And then Watcher's Respite is the next one, which basically just heals the party in conjunction with how much you have. So how much Vengeance you have. So if you have a full Vengeance meter and you go into it, then you're going to heal by a crazy amount. This increases allies ATB. I never really used this myself, but I can see it would probably be quite useful. Reaper's Touch delivers a strike, a deadly strike. Potency is inversely proportional to current HP. Yeah, so the lower that Red's health is, the more damage Reaper's Touch is going to do. So if you're at like 1 HP, Retaliation is just basically like a counterattack. This can only be used during Vengeance mode though, so a lot of these you'll see grayed out unless you're in Vengeance mode, which is good because it shows that you don't actually have the ability to use them. So since we're in Vengeance mode, if I use retaliation. Ah, crap. I can still use it from that apparently, but look at how much damage that did to his shield. It even broke the boulder. I wasn't sure if that was actually going to work, but that worked out pretty well. And as you see, because I'm getting attacked, the ice bolts are hitting his shield, even though I'm parrying. His shield's immune to it, unfortunately, though, because it's a shield, so for some reason it doesn't take the damage. But this is a very good move for doing damage, because it's just passive damage. But yeah, that's it for Red's moves, guys. To be fair, his was actually fairly quick, even though he's the newest character. Just because it's pretty basic, but he's more or less just a support character. A lot of the fact that his moves, like heal, increase ATB, use haste, all that sort of stuff, like he still has haste on him just now. And that's a long period of time for magnified haste. So it seems like it does last a long time as well. And then you have things like retaliation, Reaper's Touch, which do crazy amounts of damage. Reaper's Touch especially if you're combined with Barret. But there's so many things you can do with Red, and the fact that his moveset is insane. I didn't really use him very much during my playthrough, but he's a very good character. So if you want him on your party, he's a very good support character. And the fact he's very mobile as well, so if he's the last one alive, then you're going to be able to heal yourself, you're going to be able to haste yourself up, you're going to be able to counterattack a lot of things. So many useful things that Red can do. So hopefully this guide was helpful, guys. If it was, leave a like, share the video, leave me a comment, let me know if you're excited for Rebirth on PC or if you've already played it, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.